Hello, I'm Boot. Welcome to episode 51 of my series with Manchester Central. I was just having a read. I was getting inspired because in today's episode I'll be taking you on a story. A football manager story with many twists, many tales, many ups, many downs. We're going to go round and around and hopefully you're going to enjoy it. Hopefully, before you know you're going to enjoy it, you're going to smash the like button for me. Remember, hashtag #HelpAbood. Right. When you left us in the last episode, which was an epic episode. If you haven't watched episode 50, go and watch it. It's quite long, but it's a special edition. It's a bit of fun. Hopefully you enjoyed it. I know it was completely stupid, but I enjoyed making it. I just wanted to have some fun with it. I needed cheering up. I'm still missing my dog. Right. Shall we get into this? Because we've got quite a bit to get through, and hopefully we might have a dramatic ending. Let's do it. Now, this is where the story starts. We're going to look at the Premier League, and I was all about the 6th position, wasn't I, in the last episode. I didn't even think about 7th. I forgot about it. And 7th position comes into play depending on who's in the cup finals now. The League Cup final was won by Man United again. They beat Manchester City 1-0 in the final. Happy days. I am a United fan. But then obviously we got knocked out the semi-final in the last episode against Chelsea, which means Manchester United are in another final playing Chelsea, which then also means if we go back to the league, Man United, City, Chelsea, they're all Champions League pretty much guaranteed teams. So 7th place has become unlocked, and that's why I stuck the red line in. And no longer is it just about us trying to catch Arsenal. We're in a Euro spot now, but if you look, we've got Tottenham snapping at our heels with a game in hand on us and only 1 point behind us. Story's starting to get interesting. So the next opponent we faced in the league, we were at home at the Separate Dalton, and it was against Burnley, who are managed by an old Arsenal and Barcelona player, Giovanni Van Bronckhorst, random and all that. Last time we played then, it was a close game at their place. We beat them 2-1. So I was going into this game feeling like we could get something. We needed to get something. We needed to try and get as many points, obviously, as we can, and hope Spurs lose some points. And when I looked at the match preview as well, they were in slightly better form than us, but we were favourites. And then the game kicked off, and you'll look at the stats straight away and you'll see we won it 4-3. But it wasn't that easy. It definitely wasn't that easy, and I'm going to show you the goals now. We went 2-0 down pretty quick. Within what, 14 minutes we were 2-0 down. And it was like, what's happening? Thank you very much. We got one back just before the end of the first half, and I give him an absolute rollicking at half time. And we came out fighting, and we beat them 4-3. This is the kind of performance we needed to try and get this 7th place. And I mean, honestly, I couldn't have been happier. And what made me laugh is straight after the game, Chan, my right back, was in the news saying I inspired the team with my half-time team talk. I didn't. I pressed angry, aggressive, and I basically told them that they're all shit. So where did this leave us? Well, we were still in 7th. We were now level on games with Arsenal, who hadn't really picked up any points. We're only 2 points behind Arsenal. But I wasn't really worried about them anymore. I'm more worried about Spurs, who also played and also won. They beat Leicester 2-0. They still got that game in hand, and they're still only a point behind us at this time. So Spurs, great team, outclassed us in the first game at their place at the start of the season, but then, surprisingly, you might remember, we were in a bad run of form, and the one game we won was a 4-1 victory at our place over Spurs, so they are beatable. Obviously, we've only got 2 games left, they've got 3, and their main man, Harry Kane, you might have noticed it on the last league table I showed you, is a leading goal scorer, so they've got firepower, but they're running. I'd say it's quite tough. And in other news, we had the Young Player of the Month awards, which Shelley won. I'm surprised Shelley didn't make the top 3 Player of the Month, because he's been fantastic. Chris Chalk came 3rd, so we dominated this. We usually dominate this. I never get lucky, though. Once, what have we got? 2nd once. I think I've done a fantastic job. So next in this Premier League running, Saturday games, we were playing on the Sunday, so apparently our game against Burnley was bigger than Arsenal and Liverpool. So yeah, Arsenal away at Liverpool. Hopefully Liverpool could do the job. And Tottenham were away at Bournemouth. Liverpool beat Arsenal 2-1. Arsenal bottle jobbing it. They're bottle jobbing it. What are you doing? Not being funny, but the FM gods are shining on us right now. We've got to do our job, but Spurs and Arsenal are just not doing their job. What are they doing? So is the Premier League after those games, and you'll see we're still in 7th. We've got a game in hand on Arsenal, which if we win, we go above Arsenal by 1 point, which is crazy, right? And then you've got Spurs, obviously, are now level on games with us without an advantage, still just a point behind us. And our next game was Birmingham. Surely this is a surefire 3 points. Surely we're going to jump above Arsenal. I mean, we knocked them out of the cup. We beat them 3-0 before that. We struggled in the early days, but you know, going into the match preview, we were inconsistent, but we were the favourites, even though we were away from home. We were a good team. I thought we had this. I thought this was going to be easy, and we drew it 1-1. Bazza saved us with a goal in the 95th minute. I thought we were bottling. I thought we were joining, getting on the bus with Arsenal and Spurs, and getting a one-way ticket to Bottle Town, because what the feck are they doing? And after that lovely game, here was the Premier League. Obviously we drew, so we're now 2 points above Spurs, but Spurs have that game in hand, which if they win, they take our 7th place. We don't go into Europe, and Spurs do, and we're only a point behind Arsenal. I can't believe how close it is. I mean, we've lost 15 games at this point. Tottenham lost 14, Arsenal lost 12. How'd you lose 15 games we've lost? And we're in with a chance of a European place. Now again, on to other news, and this I have to show you, it made me laugh. They didn't mention Fergie, but as a United fan, it reminded me of Fergie time. And I think they were asking Kyle Lord, my assistant, basically, do you think we're allowed too much time? So basically let us score. We did score in the 95th minute, but there was 6 minutes of stoppage time. But what made me laugh even more was Spurs next game. Battling it out with Manchester City, who are going against my team, Man United, for the title, and they drew 2-2. Christian Eriksen made up for his own goal in the previous game. He scored both goals. He scored a goal in the 92nd minute after City took the lead in the 90th minute. I mean, what a game that was. And this is it. Final day in the Premier League. All the games played at 3 o'clock. I love this. It's going to be exciting. Arsenal have got to play Manchester City. Manchester City are going to be going at them full freaking force. So they could lose. We've got a chance to leapfrog them and really get a finish above Arsenal. Amazing. You've got us, we're playing Swansea at home. Again, a game that's going to be tough because Swansea, you know, we were favourites to beat Swansea at their place. We were in form and they beat us 3-0, which was, you know, it was tough, well tough. And then you've got Spurs, who are away at West Ham. West Ham haven't got too much to play for. We still London derby, they've got passion, they've got pride. There's a million things can happen here today. But what's really peeved me off is 2 of my players. One of them I'm not bothered about, but my best central midfielder, Lewis Foreman, is on international duty with England under-20s. He won't be able to play. What? Is that a real thing? Would that happen in real life? Now also, what could be really interesting next season, if we're getting to Europe or not, is the players I want to bring in. I showed you a shortlist a while back and I showed you one of those players. I'm not going to show you any players today. You can just have a look at them there and look at the potential abilities. All these lads are potential for us to sign, and maybe not the guy at the top, maybe not the top 5 value, but there's some of them guys at the bottom. Centre backs, there's a midfielder, a couple of midfielders that I really think we have a realistic chance of buying. Now, here's the squad again, and it's arranged in a different way because earlier on in the season, pretty much at the start of the season, I looked at each player in my squad, looked at their report, and had a look if they were suited to Premier League, Championship, League One, and so on. And I produced this graphic. There you go. And a P, if the Premier League player, they got a P. C means they're a Championship player. League One meant they're a League One player. And I said what I wanted to do is I want to see if a year in the Premier League, can we improve these guys? Because a lot of them have improved as I've gone along. But I was wondering if some of them have hit a brick wall. And obviously at the end of the year, the ones who weren't Premier League players were possibly the ones I'll be getting rid of, or at least getting a better version in, you know, if I need a new right winger and so on. So I've gone through them again, but just before this last game of the season, we've got a new graphic. There you go. And you'll see we've definitely had an improvement, but we've also had quite a disappointing decline in one player. But Lewis Foreman wasn't a Premier League player at the start of the year, he now is. Sanchez, Edwards are now Premier League players. Bob is a Premier League player. Bob, he messes up sometimes, but Bob is a non-league player. I bought him from Leyton Orient when we were in the League 2. Leyton Orient were non-league. I bought Bob, and he's now a Premier League right winger. So chuffed. McGee, he was on loan last year, his loan deal. He's now a Championship player. Probably won't be with us though next year. O'Keefe is a Championship goalkeeper, even though he hardly played this year. Jakey Bird, legend of the club, has declined. Not played too much this year. He's now only a League One player. Now, one player who won't be out the door is Mark Shelley. You remember we finally got him tied down to a contract earlier in the season, but it had that release clause of 48.5 million. Well, I've just put in a new offer, new deal. His wages are going up a bit, not too much, and he's actually let me put in a minimum fee release clause of 500 million. Can we beat Swansea at home? I'm quite scared about clicking play because you just don't know. But I want to get into Europe. It'd just be great for the series, but it'd just be a lot of fun. Europa League nights, it'd just be amazing, amazing. I mean, we're inconsistent still. They're inconsistent, but we're massive favourites. Well, we're not massive favourites, but we're little bit favourites. So the atmosphere in Manchester today is pretty tense. The whole city is on a knife edge. Part of it is red, part of it is blue, a little part of it is white. The red and the blue, everyone's thinking that's what it's about. Everyone's talking Man United, Man City, who's going to win the title? But in a little corner of the city, in a little stadium called the Sabret Dolan, there's going to be 15,000 fans wearing white and black who don't care about the Reds, don't care about the Blues, they don't care about who wins the Premier League title. All they care about is Manchester Central Football Club, the manager booed, the players. Can they do it? Can they take their little club into Europe?
Thank you for joining me here yet again, Bood.
My pleasure. Although it would be nice to be interviewed by somebody else.
Feels like I see you more than I see my own wife.
Tell me about it, but mate, I've seen your wife. I'm doing you a favour. What's her name? Sharon? I thought she was called Steve.
Today's opponent is Swansea at home. Now, you're currently 7th in the league, fighting for the European spot. What are your predictions for today's game?
It's hard to predict. I mean, we were favourites when we played Swansea at their place early in the season. We went into it in form and we got beat 3-0. They're a team that can beat a big team. They're like us. I think sometimes they struggle, sometimes they turn up and have an absolute fire. So we just got to put the best team out we can today, play our best, and remember what's at stake, and hopefully get the 3 points.
There's been a lot of ups and downs this year, but you're coming into the final stages of the season fighting for a European spot. You must be happy with that.
Yeah, I mean, we weren't. I don't think we were one of the favourites to go down, but we were quite close to being. There's a couple of teams below us at the start of the year, but I was hoping mid-table would be a great achievement. I thought that was quite realistic, really. Secretly, I thought we could get mid-table. I think we've done really well. We've had some appalling results, but we've also had some fantastic victories. We had a great draw against Manchester City, and obviously a league table does not lie. You deserve to be where you finish. Hopefully we finish in that Euro spot.
There is a little rumour flying around that the chairman has actually promised the team, if they do get that European spot, that he's going to take them on a weekend away to Amsterdam. Is that really a good idea?
The rumours are true. You know, we like to team bond at this place, and I'll be honest with you, we're banned from all the booby bars in the UK and Ireland. So we thought we'd go to Amsterdam, team bonding, we'll have a bit of fun. But under no circumstances can anyone go to a coffee shop for anything other than coffee, and nobody, and I mean nobody, will be spotted in a red light district. Pleasure to speak to you again. Say hello to Steve. I mean Sharon, your wife. She looks lovely, honestly. Got a big game to get ready for. I've had to patch a team together today. We've got Bazza on the right. He's in better. He might have a goal in him more than Bob. Bob's always on the bench to come on. Edwards is playing because Lewis is obviously with England. Stupid. Treach is playing because Harris has been playing appallingly. I've got Sanchez who's been back up right back, covering at left back. And I mean, they've got a decent team here. They've got Alex Oxlade, Chamberlain and Jack Wilshere. It's like we're playing old school Arsenal, man. So I'm going to be calm, even though I am not calm. If you could feel my heart rate right now, you understand how fast it is pounding. But I'm going to be calm. Come on, lads. We will qualify for the Europa League with a win. That's simple. I'm keeping it that freaking simple. Right. You might have seen this in other series, but I will not be looking at. I'll be avoiding the results in other places. Personally, I just want to concentrate on my team and winning. Just want to win. So hopefully we can do that today. Getting near the goal would be good. Here's Moran. Found Bazza. Bazza's just lost the ball. Bazza has just done a bob, hasn't he? Bob does that a lot. I'll be honest, I do fancy a new right winger. I can't believe I've got a Swansea highlight. I don't like it. Oh, they've hit the crossbar. Oh my god, what are they doing? What are they doing? That kit, by the way, is awful. Red and green should never be seen. Come on, here's Chad, right hand side. Come on, boys. Give it to Moran. Moran, little back heel to Edwards. Edwards trying to cross it into Chalk. Chalk to Shelley. Shelley can't get a shot off. But Chalky does! There we go. 5 minutes gone. And it's going well. 1-0. Come on, lads. Come on. I'm going to praise that. Got to praise you like I should. I need to do it. There's Swansea on the attack. Don't bottle it, boys. It's raining as well. How can you have beautiful blue skies and it'd be absolutely pissing down with rain? And they've hit the post. They've hit the crossbar and the post. Come on, boys. Come on. They've had more of the ball. They've had more chances as well. I'm not being funny, but the Michael Hill stand, you'll see it there in the background, is pumping. Absolutely pumping. Look at them. They're bouncing. Everyone's behind the boys. Just don't want to let us down. Everyone's talking about United and City, aren't they? They would be. They're battling it out last game of the season for a title. They're both on 92 points. That was a foul. But who cares about them, eh? Manchester Central's, we're the #1 team in Manchester, I think. But anyway, come on, boys. Treat you. Good header to Edwards. Edwards has really developed as a player. He had a bit of promise. I didn't think he'd become quite as good as he has done. But I have found some good midfielders. 2. They're really good. I'll have to see what I do in the summer, but the summer special should be the best ever. Yeah, I know some guys, they'll put the league table up and that, and they'll look as you're going along, but I don't like that. That's what I like, doing my job and seeing what happens at the end of it. Oh, close one. Come on, boys. Bazza. Let's give it to Chalky. Chalky to Shelley, who's now got a knock, but Shelley only needs one leg. Shelley, he only needs one leg. 2-0. Well, half an hour gone and we're doing our job. Our job is getting done. Oh, come on. Spoke a bit too soon then, didn't I? Game back on. Game back on. 2-1 is nothing. Swansea score. We're back to a draw, depending on the other results. I mean, a draw could be good. Oh my god, I thought that went in there. Right, it's half time, and I'll be honest with you, I know the results are there, but I swear to you, I am not freaking looking. It's like the hardest thing ever to not look. Right, honestly, I'm not looking. Just get straight to the dressing room. Where's my mouse? There it is. Right. Forgot about that. Right. Right, Shelley's got a knock, but I don't think he's that bad. He scored a goal. So, I'm going to keep Shelley on. I am going to give Jakey Bird a swan song though. Wayne Edwards, who is playing not that great. He's on a yellow, and I don't want to risk going to 10 men. Team talk, I'm going to be assertive. Don't get complacent. All green. We love you, Central! Come on! Right, Swansea kick off the second half. I mean, honestly, I don't know how I've avoided, because I do know it flashes up. So you might actually know. Well, you've seen our time, you've probably looked. You probably know what's going on. You know what's going on. You know maybe how close this is. There's Dean Moran trying to find Shelley. Come on, Shelley. Shelley! They're just trying to cripple him, but Chalky's recovered it. Can he cross it in? Finds Dean Moran. Dino! Dino! 3-1. Surely we're going to Europe. I mean, I don't like to count my chickens, but lads, make sure you get your passports, because next year we could be going to Switzerland, Austria, Germany, Holland, Belgium. Anything could happen. But you never know. Game isn't over. We've had some epic comebacks. The Burnley game was an epic comeback. 2 goals down and we won it. So you never know. There's Chamberlain now. Decent cross. Right, lads, come on. I'm gonna tell them to concentrate. Concentrate, boys. Half an hour to go. Come on. Just need you to defend. Dean Moran. Find Shelley. Shelley, who is just a superstar. I'm so happy he's tied down to the club, and there's no way, unless we want to sell him, he'll leave until 2028, and the series will probably be ended by then. So I think we've got a superstar striker forever. Here's Dino though. Come on, look for Shelley, look for Shelley. He's not looking for Shelley, he had the shot. Gives it all the way out there to Birdie. Birdie! Oh, Birdie's got a good long shot on him, hasn't he? I'm going to miss Jake Bird. Time for a sub. And do you know what? What's the point in injuring him anymore? I'm going to give Big McGee his swan song. But I'm also going to put Big McGee as a target man. Give Bazza a run up top. Bring Dean Moran off Bob. There you go. That's what I want to do. So I'm bloody doing it. Yeah, again, always thank everyone who liked and watched episode 50. It took a long time to make for some reason. It was hard, but I loved it. It was stupid, but it was a bit of fun. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you haven't seen it, it's still worth going watching, even if you're watching this now. And that clock is rapidly going. I cannot see Swansea getting 2 goals. I think we've done a job there, boys. Get him. Right, I'm pretty sure the results didn't come up then, did they? Anyway, I'm on one today, trust me. Right, team talk, and I reckon we've done it, so I'm going to be passionate. There you go. Yep, we've secured our UEFA Europa League qualification, all green. It just gets better and better for Manchester Central, and I am loving this series. So Arsenal did their job, and Arsenal kept 6th place, but we hung on to 7th. Spurs got beat 1-0 off West Ham. Gutted, although Harry Kane finished the season top goal scorer, Mark Shelley was 3rd. So there you go, that is the end of episode 51 and the end of the season. And now I'd like to thank everyone for the support. I'm still getting 300 views roughly an episode, which is enough to keep me motivated. So again, if you like that episode, make sure you smash the like button. If you're new to my channel, feel free to subscribe, because this journey and this story is just going on again, going on another level. And next year should be pretty special. We'll have some European nights. Maybe we can have some fun with it. I just can't wait to get producing that content. Hopefully you can't wait to watch it. It's going to be great. I can't wait to get banging players. Amazing. Absolutely amazing. So again, thanks for everyone for your support. There will be a summer special next where I'll show you the transfers and we'll go through all the awards and all that. And thank you very much. I'm in such a good mood. And now I've got to go and change a baby's bum. I'll see you next time. I've been Booed. You've been great. Bye-bye.